All right, everybody, welcome back to episode 2 of the Spulture podcast. As I talked about in episode 1, the mic wasn't working. Looks like today we have figured it out kind of halfway. It's Australian Open time, ladies and gents. We're going to be looking at that, covering mainly tennis here these next couple weeks. Get ready, stay up late, and not get much sleep, but watch a lot of tennis. Gonna go over some of the kind of matches that I was looking forward to yesterday, and I think if you're watching tennis over these next couple of weeks, I'll give you some matches that you should tune into also. Just kind of looking at the schedule from yesterday. One of the matches was Jason Kubler versus Harold Mayo, Frenchie, but the Aussie got the best of him. Kubler won 3-4. American Mackenzie McDonald defeated Dmitry Popko, Kazakhstan. McDonald won 7-5 in the third. Neither of those results are too surprising. Both more experienced players have played a lot of Grand Slam main draws. Neither one have really ever made too far of a run, but I think Coombs might have gotten to quarters of Wimbledon, honestly, now that I'm thinking about it. Maybe not quarters, but round of 16. He's made some runs, honestly. McDonald has won a couple matches, probably gotten to a third round, and so first round of qualifying, they'll be happy to get those wins. Both players like fast courts. Australian Open historically has faster courts. Kubler is Aussie, so that's not too shocking. One thing that was a little bit shocking was Cruz Hewitt just going down 3-3 to two-time NCAA champ Michael Zhang from Colombia. I watched some of that match, all of that match, and Cruz, man, Cruz is going to be a beast, no doubt. Looked like he didn't quite have enough firepower for Zhang, wasn't able to really hurt him much. Was relying on hitting a big serve. Once they got into the rallies, Zhang was pretty comfortable. I know I just said they like fast courts. To me, these courts look to be playing slower. I'd love to hear someone's opinion that's actually playing the tournament. Just feel like there's more rallies. In the rallies, I don't see guys hurting people as much unless they're able to get forward. But in the rallies, it looks to be like it's kind of ending on an error a lot of the time, unforced. So guys overplaying, it seems to be. Zhang controlled the neutral a lot better than Cruz, I felt like, and won 3-3. Virginia's Rafael Hodar from Spain, but plays for University of Virginia, rolled 2-1. Let's see, Harriet Dart, always love to see her get a win, won 6-3 in the third. Shout out to her, she's been around for a little bit. I said that like she's old, she's probably younger than me, but she's just been a name that you see a lot of times in the draw. Moving on. Carson Brandstein, 6-3 in the third. Shout out to her. Texas A&M is where she finished up. Played for a couple other schools, USC. She defeated Vanderbilt's Sharma. Liam Draxel defeats Morani Bouziges from Australia. Draxel wins 6-3. Draxel played at University of Kentucky from Canada. Probably the grittiest player you'll see on tour. He loves to get hype. He'll do anything for a win out there. Not shocked to see he won there. Bouziges, super flat player. Draxel's got the heavy forehand. He can play all day without missing. Yeah, especially if these courts are playing a little bit slower. He's going to love grinding out there. It's hot conditions. It was real hot. He trains in Florida. Guy loves this type of stuff. Moving on, Mitchell Kruger goes down. What a bummer, man. What a bummer. Dallas native, legend in Texas growing up. Never like to see that. He's been around for a bit, for real. Not like Harriet Dart. He's actually been around for a bit. Hopefully we'll see one more good run from Mitchell. Chris Rodesh wins, another Virginia standout. He's got Rafa Hodar tonight. Should be pretty sick. Let's try and fast forward. Oh, here we go. China beat Lloyd Harris 6-3 in the third. That was a grueling first round match. China, you look at him, man, he's going to be real tough player. He's only 18. He defeated Lloyd Harris, who's a beast. Lloyd has had quite a good career. He's definitely been seeded in slams before. He's made a little bit of runs in slams. A real good serve, got that real quick, fast motion. Gets to the net, clean game, but he goes down to the young Italian 18-year-old. Wow, Whitney Oswego. I totally butchered your name, but 2-0 against Sevastova first round. Shout out to you. What an unbelievable junior she was. Hopefully she can kind of get that one going. Another American. Hopefully she can get her pro career going, I should say. Unreal junior, and trains down in Florida, Bolletary, so she probably likes these hot, humid conditions also. Zach Svida, 1-3 against Texas A&M's Hadi Habib. Habib from Lebanon got Lebanon's first ever main draw Grand Slam win last year. Probably saw the video. It just went around recently. The crowd was going crazy. Huge Lebanese community, I guess. I don't know about that, but but a lot of Lebanese people were at that match supporting Hadi, and when he won, it was electric. But today, yesterday, last night, whatever we want to call it, he goes down to Zachary Zvida, two-time Kalamazoo champion. Yeah, absolute beast out of San Diego. Destroyed Hadi, 1-3. Yeah, Daniel Galan wasn't able to finish. He retired early in the second set, just down 1-0 against Grenier. I wonder what happened. No, he trains in Florida. He should have been used to these conditions. I doubt it was a cramping thing. I bet it was an injury. He trains with Johnny Parks, who does a really good job in the fitness department, and I'd be surprised if he went down due to not being fit. I bet it was an injury, but I don't know that. Hopefully you're all right, Danny boy. Anyways, moving on to today. So that was a bunch of blabber. Hopefully now I can actually provide some input. That was just kind of reading off the screen and talking. But we got let's just go through the courts, honestly. We're going to go through the courts. I'm not going to go through every match because I think there's 5 matches on every court, and when I say every court, I mean 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 14 times 5, that's a lot of math. I'm not going to do that one. It's just too many matches to talk about every single person. So I'm going to highlight about 10 matches here. Let's talk about them. Hopefully it doesn't take too much of my listeners' time. First match of the day on Kia Arena, starting at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. This is a little strange. Some courts are starting at 7, some are starting at 8. Some are starting at 7, some are starting at 6. I wish they all just started at the same time. Be much easier. Be much easier for reporting reasons. But starting at 7 o'clock on Kia Arena, which is the main stadium court they're using for qualifying, we got Sloane Stephens versus Olivia Gadecki. Olivia Gadecki is an Australian. Firepower game. I keep saying firepower. It seems like a cop-out, but I mean she is. She's a big ball striker, has a real sound backhand technique. Was a really good junior, been a good pro, also hasn't quite had the runs and the big tournaments that she would like, or the overall success, I guess. I mean, just had a great career, but looking to kind of break into the top for the first time. Yeah, that's bad. Playing Sloane Stephens, though, who we all know has won the U.S. Open, gotten to the final of Roland Garros. She's gotten to semifinals of the Australian Open. She was young, lost to, she either beat Serena. I think she might have beaten Serena in that Australian Open run, now that I think about it. There's also a chance she lost to her, but she got to the semis either way, was young. Sloane, great player. I mean, one of the smoothest games, right? Just so handsy. She reminds me of women's version of Fabio Fognini, because sometimes it looks like she's not even really trying, she's not even really moving. But man, unbelievable angles, unbelievable easy racket head speed, just unreal whip. Just kind of a tough player to play against, because you don't see them very often in the women's side. You don't see them very often in general. So Sloane's going against Gadecki. Sloane's trying to get back into form. She won really easy in her first round match, but she didn't really play a ton last year. Form was dipping, might have had an injury and took some time off. But, over the past couple of years, she's definitely hasn't been prime Sloane Stephens, but she's hoping to find that again, probably in her last couple of years on tour, you'd have to imagine. Love her, though. One of my favorite female players of all time. Shout out Sloan. Let's go. We're rooting for you, even though I'm probably not supposed to say that. Just jumping around here, we're going to move to 1573 Arena. This is the match of the day. Bernard Tomic, Australian, going against Arthur Ferry, played at Stanford from Great Britain. Small little guy, good returns. But man, when we're talking about people we want to see succeed, it just starts with Bernard Tomic. The guy's a legend, guy's a beast. Being around tour a little bit, I mean, he was unbelievably nice. You ask him a question, he'd love to tell you a story about playing Rafa, playing Roger, playing Murray, playing Novak. I don't even know if he played Novak now that I think about it, but he'll tell you stories about playing those guys. He'll tell you the differences. He'll tell you stories about him, breaking into the top 10 and stuff. He's a legend. He's a legend. And we're rooting for him to get back into the top 100. He's at about like 180 right now. He's into the second round of qualifying of the Aussie for the first time in a while. He's playing Ferry. Tomic, crazy game, right? Real handsy, real cagey. Gets you in positions that you don't really want to be in, that you're uncomfortable in. And then he bombs serve, so you don't really ever get a rhythm. With the home crowd, I would imagine supporting Tomic. They've had some roller coaster of a ride, right? Some ups, some downs, but I think they're back on his side. He's on the older end now, and people want to see him do well. He's a good guy, and we're rooting for Bernie there. Yeah, let's go, Burn Dog. And then after that match, we got another American that we love to see do well, young Murph Cassone out of Arizona State. Sorry, we just blanked for a minute. Out of Kansas, I shouldn't blank. I mean, he beat Govin in the final of the Calgary Challenger 2024, the only Challenger final I ever coached. Down a set and a break, Murph comes back and talks some shit to us along the way. You gotta love to see it. Good guy. He and Govin hit multiple times during that tournament. Good face to see on tour. He obviously runs only forehands account. Showing some clips that he does of drills on tour with other players, kind of featuring on there also. Good guy. We're hoping to see him do well. I don't know if he would play Bernie that next round just because they're playing after each other. It's the only reason I say that, but that would be a brutal match to see someone lose if they were to play each other. But today, Murph Dog plays Dusan Lajovic. Laj, as I like to call him. He's got a 1E. B. Holt took him down in Cincy 2023, I believe it was, maybe 2024. But yeah, he's got a 1E. I mean, Laj has been, definitely top 30, if not higher. Made some good runs. More of a clay court player, I'd have to say. But, I mean, he can play all surfaces. He's on the older end of his career. He's definitely had more success than Murph Dog. Just given the fact that he's already had a full career. Murphy's just getting started playing full-time pro. But I think this is one that Murphy can come through the other side. So right now I'm looking at a Sloane Stevens. I don't know. I'd stay away from that one. But we're rooting for Sloane. But right now I would be looking to definitely hammer Bernard Tomic money line and maybe even parlay in that one with Murphy Cassone. Both are underdogs actually right now. Moving on to the next court. Wow, we got so many matches with so many names. This is just, gosh, what a day of tennis we're in for tonight. I mean, just what a day of tennis we're in for. Come on. All right. All right. Next we got I'm just going to go as fast as I can with this one. It's Nishioka and George Loafhagen. The only reason I like this match is to parlay Nishioka with anything else that you like. I don't see any way that Nishioka loses to George Loafhagen. No offense. The guy's had good results. I've looked at him. He's won some mainly in the futures department. So I don't know. Nishioka is a guy who really was like top 50 a lot, definitely top 100 for a long time. Surprised he's even in qualifying. I think he had an injury with his knee maybe. He's a short guy, but lefty, hella heavy forehand. He cranks back. He's super slicey serve. I mean, the guy's legit. I don't see him losing to George Loafhagen. I'll be tuned in. This is first match starting at 6 p.m. Eastern time on A&Z Arena. Again, Nishioka moneyline. I repeat. Kind of jumping across to court 5. Also, first match on. These first 2 matches on all these courts are just stacked with the boys, straight challenger boys. We got Brandon Holt playing Julio Zeppieri, first match on. I mean, B. Holt, we know. I'm going to skip the obvious because everyone says it. He's its own person. He played for USC. He was a junior coming up about my age, always highly regarded. Very solid game. He's not really going to hit you off the court, but the guy holds neutral unbelievably well. He can attack from that position, but he's not looking to lace up the stats. You know, he's not going to have a bunch of winners, a bunch of unforced errors. He wants both of those departments down. He's probably going to have a high first serve percentage, hopefully a high return percentage, putting balls in play. The guy's just nails. Honestly, he's just very, very, very solid. He had a very good, especially beginning of last year, went on a run in like the Middle East, winning a couple challengers, a 125, beat Dan Evans in that run. So he likes this time of year. I think we see B. Holt come through here against Zeppieri, the Italian. Yeah, Zeppieri, the Italian, you know, more of a clay courter, but he's still a very good player. Honestly, he could beat B. Holt. This is a battle also, but I would look into at least rooting for B. Holt. Let's go B. Holt. Moving back over to A&Z Arena. This is a lot of blabber. Please tell me how I can be better. We got Jerome Kim playing Dane Sweeney. Dane Sweeney, life on tour. Follow those boys. He and Callum Puttergill just kind of sharing their emotions, the ups and downs, the trials, the tribulations of being out on tour. And for them, they're showing a lot of the challenger tour, right? They're not making it. They're not swimming in it. They're swimming every morning in the ocean. Those boys are nuts, but they're not swimming in the money, the rewards of the tour quite yet. So they're showing what it's really like to just be out there grinding, trying to make it. A lot more losses than wins till recently, till the end of last year. Sweeney just started going on a tear. He's got sweet Jerome Kim. Again, I would look for Sweeney. Sorry, I got a little hiccup there. I'd look for Sweeney moneyline. We're just rooting for the boys. We're going with the boys, but an all boys parlay right now would pay out unbelievably well. Okay, moving on here. So these matches all, again, are going to be taking place between about 6 and 8 p.m. besides for that Murph and Laj match. That'll be after Tomic. So get on your TV early. Bring your second TV out because there's going to be probably a basketball game on that someone's going to want to watch. The IU Hoosiers are playing at 7 against Michigan State. People are going to want to tune into that. So get your second TV out because all you IU fans are going to want to tune in at 6 p.m. Eastern time to Court 6 on the ESPN app because Carmel High School graduate Nishesh Bassavareddy is taking on Samuel Offner. Nishesh Bassavareddy, a product of Brian Smith Tennis, PATC, The Depot, Center Grove, you name it. Bassavareddy is also a former Stanford player. He played there 1 year, I believe it was, and then he left. He's been traveling with his brother, Nishant, a.k.a. Shanti. What a beast, man. He ripped some feeds out there on the Challenger Tour. Proud of that guy. And now lately, Nishesh has been traveling also with Daniil Medvedev's old coach, Gilles Cervera. Yeah, he seems to be doing well. He played well his first round. Lost to Strufi in Hong Kong leading up to this in the second round of qualifying after beating Bu Yunchiokete. Yeah, so seems to be working out well. He played well in next gen, getting to the semis there. Got torn up by Lerner, but who doesn't get torn up by Lerner these days? But this match should be grueling, man. I mean, Nishesh, I think one of the better players in qualies, is going against Samuel Offner. Offner, who's gotten I think the quarters of Roland Garros, and I just remember that because he was playing with Fognini, and that was a big Fognini day for me, and it let me down. So I'll never forget that. I think I was fading Offner that whole tournament, and he got to the quarters. Uh, it was not fun, but yeah, he gained my respect. I'll say that. He's been around for a while. He's dropped down outside the top 100, obviously, since he's in qualifying now. Um, but he's a good player. He's a dangerous player. He's someone that you don't really want to see because you know he's capable of playing a level that can get him to the quarterfinals of a slam. But he's also capable of losing to Lucia Bronzetti. No offense, you're just the name next to the court. Little offense should be taken probably, but yeah, you just don't really know what you're getting out of Samuel Offner, the Austrian. So again, we're rolling with the boys here. There's nothing. I actually like the boys in all these matches. I think you take Nishesh in that one too. Add him to the parlay. Maybe just go him and Nishioka and Burn Dog. I like them the most. That was a crazy country. Burn Dog. Moving on. Swear there's going to be more women's matches too for all you women's tennis fans out there, for you females. But right now we're going to court 7, the court next to court 6. And we're going 3 matches down. So once it's late night, your parlay's already smacked, you got some money to spend, or maybe you're just chilling with the family, watching some tennis, enjoying the Aussie Open first few days, and you're thinking, let's keep watching. What is on? Well, go to court 7. We got Virginia Battle, Chris Rodesh versus Rafa Hodar. Neither are American, but both played for University of Virginia. Rodesh is from like a crazy country. Not crazy, but this flag is crazy. I want to say it's like Montenegro. Could be man, how am I getting this wrong? I feel like just let me click this real quick. But he's playing Spain, Rafa Hodar. Rafa Hodar played for Virginia these past couple years. I think he would be a sophomore now, maybe a junior. Chris Rodesh played for Luxembourg, or is from Luxembourg, played for Virginia. Luxembourg was the crazy country. Played for Virginia. You know, just a battler, man, just a battler. Beat Govan pretty badly when they played. So I've seen him play. He played Ada Mayo also in the final of Drummondville Challenger. Flat backy, real flat backy, but dangerous. I mean, unreal serve when it's on. I mean, these guys honestly play pretty similar. Um, Lay away from taking anything on this match, but I think that's a match to tune into. They were definitely college teammates at one point, and yeah, just the Virginia battles, just good to see, you know. Just good to see. Where's Martin? Damn, dude. I'm trying to talk about that match. I mean, I'm trying to give him a little publicity. We got Draxel last on court 6. So, I mean, Draxel, he's playing Vitaly Sacco. But, I mean, Draxel, the grittiest player in tennis. Come on. I mean, he's going to be going nuts. He's going to be saying, come on, every single time possible. Might even drop into a suicide mid-match as he's done before. I mean, the guy's absolutely insane. Must-see tennis. He's going to give you his all. It's like Russell Westbrook of tennis with the celebrations of like a prime Steph Curry or like a low-key Russ. He's just Russ. He's rocking the baby out there and he's giving it his all. He's going for crazy offensive rebounds. Love watching him play. He's a hooper. Moving on, there was Claire Liu, Maddie Inglis. This will be a good one. The Aussies will be out supporting their girl Maddie Inglis. She's been around for a little while. Played a lot of Australian Open main draws. She's in the qualifying here this time, but she will be battling American Claire Liu, who's also played quite a few Grand Slam main draws. Both of these girls are going to be wanting to see another main draw. Absolute battle. I would say quite little advantage to Claire Liu, but since they're playing in Australia with the Australian crowd, I could see Maddie Inglis getting this one done. I mean, she's going to be playing, I believe, at the same time as her boyfriend Jason Kubler. I hope they're dating. I hope I didn't get that one wrong. I think they are. That'd be embarrassing if they aren't, but they're engaged actually. If I'm thinking of the right people, I am. All right, that would be crazier though. Anyways, he's playing Galvez on Stadium, but she will be playing at the same time. Expect a decent crowd for both of them. Cougs will definitely have a little bigger crowd, but Inglis versus Clairlou, what a match. I mean, the boys are just out in style today. Boyer versus Pissarro, absolute heater. Low-key would take Pissarro in that. Boyer did not look unreal in his first round. Played not a solid end of the breaker. Pissarro also is the dude who beat Lehal. Lehal doesn't have his hair anymore, so I don't know if that just like he's not as good. But I mean, he's a beast. I think he's very good. He lost to Pissarro. I didn't think Tristan played unreal. I just think Pissarro kind of takes that one. Then you got Zvida and Rodionov. Rodionov is a heater. The guy has a left arm of like Shelton, just absolutely, just loose throwing cannons in there. Yeah. Playing Zvida, who just will absorb that pace and direct it and never miss, make him go nuts. I expect Zvida to win. Add that in the parlay. Federico China playing Daniel Vallejo. Have no idea what to expect in this. China's only 18 years old, supposed to be like the next truth. I would definitely tune in and just see how good he is. He's playing Daniel Vallejo. In the past, riding Alcaraz as a youngin and riding Sinner as a youngin and riding Fonseca as a youngin had seemed to pay off. I would ride China as a youngin. I don't know if he's going to be quite to that level, but he's close. Francisco Maestrelli might have actually beaten Lehal. He plays Sebocevic, who we don't ever root for very publicly. Sorry, Seboci, not sorry at all. You are hopefully going to lose to Maestrelli, but they play. Who really cares? Colton Smith, Ray Sakamoto. Let's get down to business here. This is the last match of the day that I can even discuss, and it's the first match on court 14. Last match of the day for me to discuss. First match on court 14. You got that? All right. So Colton Smith, who will shoot anything he sees, probably even a person, out of Arizona, former Wildcat, 4-year Letterman, forehand that's like Tommy Paul's, but a little more heat on it. Doesn't move as well as Tommy. He's the knockoff TP though. He's a poor man's TP. I'm roasting him right now. He's sick forehand, moves well, hella natural out there. Has won challenger titles. Playing another youngin. A youngin from Japan, Rei Sakamoto, who's also won challenger titles. He's won junior Grand Slams. He walks like a Donald Duck or something. It's the loosest thing you've ever seen, but he does it his way in style. He's going to hit serves that are bouncing above Colton's head. Colton's going to be using the new Python. Sakamoto's going to have the Yanni. This is going to be a good one, I think. Colton, you've seen in his interviews and his insider tennis thing, he's trying to play a little more consistent this year, play an extra ball. I think he's got that forehand that's a weapon. I think he needs to keep using it. Maybe on other things he uses his athleticism more. On his backhand, maybe he plays that one more. But he needs to be ripping that forehand. Don't go away from what works, Colton. You got a hell of a forehand. You got the Python in your hands now. I would be ripping that. I would try and control the points and making Ray get on defense with that forehand. Yeah, I think that's going to be a heater of a match. I'm rooting for C. Smith in that one. If he wins, he might go hunt, I don't know, a kangaroo. That would be sick. I mean, no, that would not be sick. More life to kangaroos. I'd rather see kangaroos in Australia than eat them all. Just saying, he's gonna find himself something to eat after he gets that win against Rei Sakamoto. All right, so as I'm looking through these matches, there's obviously more. We got Whitney Osigwe playing Stefanini. The way Osigwe played, gotta give her the advantage. We got Tay Townsend against Ortenzi. I would just take my bank and put it all on Townsend. I mean, there's no way she's going to lose that one. She's playing Argentine, who's like, clay court players most of the time. Townsend should be in the main draw. Sick player, honestly capable of making like the semis if she plays well. Lefty serve and volley. I think the courts are playing slower than normal, but if they start quickening up with more use through the week, hotter conditions, I could just see Townsend making a run. I mean, she's an aggressive player. She's good. She's won Grand Slams in doubles. I just could see it. I mean, she's got that swagger, that attitude. She doesn't give a fuck. Like, why not her? So we got Martin Dam, who's also on at 6 o'clock, playing Titouan Drugo, French guy. Martin Dam, probably one of the bigger serves on tour. Lefty also, probably 6'10", could have been a bala. He's a ripper, man. He's like a more aggressive, but I mean, he's just rip the serve, rip the forehand. Obviously, I mean, he's 6'10". Why would you not? 6'10" lefty, so he's just out there hustling, absolutely ripping balls. Just playing extremely aggressive. He got the win 6-4 in the third. In his last qualifying match, he broke at 5-4. I want to say he won the match on a double fault. Could be slightly wrong. It was a good win, though, against Belgium's Onken. And so, yeah, the young Martin Dam Jr. first on court 11. What's funny is that Colton Smith match I said would be the last match I would do, and then here I am, like 7 minutes later, talking about another match that's first on. If you are to watch any of that stuff, I recommend watching it on ESPN Plus, as that is the only place to watch it. Sorry, just saw a team get 2 red cards. That's insane. Yeah, ESPN Plus, watch every match, watch every court. Well, the one thing annoying is that on the ESPN app, it says the court that you're clicking onto. It doesn't say the match. So if you want to watch like Colton Smith and Rei Sakamoto, you got to click court 6 or 13 or whatever it was. If you want to watch Martin Dam Jr., you got to click, court 3. If you want to watch, I need to stop saying these courts because they're not right, but you got to click the court number. You get the gist of it. ESPN app, check it all out. FanDuel Sportsbook, check it all out. Yep. Enjoy your evening. Enjoy watching Australian Open tennis. Enjoy watching Colton Smith's forehand. Enjoy watching Nishesh Basavaredi hold. Enjoy watching him hit backhands. Enjoy watching him return Offner's big serve, that counter, that balance of play. Enjoy Brandon Holt finding the neutral and never giving it up. Enjoy him just being nails. Enjoy him being a lockdown player. Enjoy him probably ripping some celly with Coach Bo Trace if they get a dub today. Enjoy Bernard Tomic giving it his all, being back in a position he hasn't been in a while. We're all rooting for Bernie. It's all the best. It's all up for him. He's going to be popping serves. He's going to be hitting droppers. He's going to be hitting Western grip, little forehand, inside in, scoopers down the line, swerving out. Yeah, more power to him, man. We're rooting for him on this side. Enjoy Sloane Stephens, Grand Slam champion in qualifying, hitting probably more angles than anyone you're going to see in qualifying, hitting a heavier forehand than anyone you're going to see in qualifying, trying as respectfully as possible, making it look easier than anyone in qualifying. And that's all I got for you today. Spulture Podcast, we out. Will Nevitz, shout out.